let me show you how easy EQ8 can be to make your own quilt block. And I have a fabric haul for you, so stay tuned.
Good morning, gifted crafters. It's crafting time.
Me and my friends are having a great time. It's not face to face, it's all online. We're all in our homes, miles away. Love them like my family, what can I say? My crafting show is on, it's my time for me. Laughter, tips and tricks, this is what I need. We're here to have fun, we're all in the zone. When crafting with friends, you're never alone.
Live from the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida, here is the Gifted Crafters Morning Show with Nancy.
Let's have a good time. Ooh, time to get our craft on. Ooh, time to have fun. Ooh, time to feel good.
Good morning, gifted crafters, and welcome back to the Gifted Crafters Morning Show. Good morning out there. I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning because we are ready to begin yet another day of getting some crafting in. Yes, awesome. So I hope that, yeah, it looks like the weather's getting a little bit better around some places here, and I hope you guys are starting to see that snow melt away. It's starting to steam up here. Today it's going to be high about 80 degrees today, so pretty warm for us. We get much warmer than that, but this is a kind of nice weather. But we really enjoyed our little cool time that we had, but I'm pretty sure it's just about died out. So I think we're going to be heading in for some hotter weather. So if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Nancy with Gifts HQ, and I'm tuning in from southern South Florida, where it's just pretty hot down here. So you guys, I hope you guys are just, having a fantastic day. And in this channel, we just absolutely talk about anything crafting, from just quilting to embroidery, decoupage, sewing, and just so much more. Anything under the crafting umbrella. And if you like to do that with a little bit of a laugh or a giggle, you're definitely in the right place. All right, let's see who we have with us, joining us today. I see Barb Chunley. Good morning. I see Bettina. Good morning to you. I see Phil. She's ready to start her day. Okay. Oh, you don't have EQ8, but that's no worry because we're going to have a fabric haul as well. And I think you're going to love it. We've got our friends from Canada with us. Good morning to you. We've got Faker McFake. Good morning. We've got Terry from Wet Ohio. Oh boy. We've got Julia here from Southeast Texas. She's in the mid-80s today as well. Awesome. We've got Connie with us. Good morning. We've got Lisa Lilly from Richmond, Illinois. Good morning to you. We've got Robin's Quilt Basket. Good morning. We've got Cheryl. Good morning from Wisconsin. We've got Jackie Hallman. Good morning to you. Let's see. Boricua Sewing and Crafts. That's my sister, guys. Good morning to you. We've got Keisha. Good morning. I see Connie. Such a sweet tune. Glad you enjoyed that. And Tara, we've got good morning to you. We've got Marge from Wisconsin. JBL from Alabama. Sherry, good morning from New York. Yay. Let's see here. We've got Jenny. Good morning. Awesome. Let's see, Barbara Nance, good morning to you. Cindy Ball, good morning. Oh, let's see, the chat is kind of moving. We've got Renee, good morning to you. We've got Melinda, good morning. Let's see if I hope I didn't miss anyone else. Oh, here's Flo from North Carolina. Good morning. Kathy, good morning. We've got Joyce Adams, good morning. And Belinda from Chicago, good morning to you. Okay, guys, if I missed you, I'm sorry. Tiny Tiffany, good morning to you as well. Chat was kind of moving, so I try to do the best I can to pick out the names and try not to repeat anyone, but thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. I hope you really liked today's session. We've got quite a amount of things to share. I've got a box that's sitting in front of me here that came in, and lots of fabrics in there to share with you. And then we're just going to take a peek at some EQ8 software, and we're going to kind of go through just a little section to give you guys a little sneak peek of some stuff that I like to play around with. All right, but first things first, we need to have some drinks, right? Of course, we've got to start off our day the right way because it's the morning and we have to have our little toast. And guys, I just have to have something in the morning. So go ahead and grab whatever it is that you have in the morning, coffee, tea, soda, water, it really doesn't matter. Go ahead and grab yourself a drink. And if you don't have one, no worries. We've got you back. We'll pour you a cup and you can have anything that you want in there. So we're gonna go pour some coffee, but you can have anything you want, okay? All right, so guys, let's see here. I think today's toast is going to be about us exploring and doing things a little bit different, okay? I want you guys to kind of take some time to really explore what things that you have in your craft new. Now, if you don't have EQ8, that's totally fine. But I want you to get yourself into the exploring mode, and I want you to go out there. If you have Embrilliance, do a little dabble in Embrilliance. If you got EQ8, just some dabble in EQ8. Or if you don't have any software, dive into your fabrics and just play around in your sewing room. Try to create something new. Make yourself a block that with just some scrap fabric, you know, do some scrap quilting, just do something that's a little bit creative and try to come up with something that just makes it unique. That's what we're going to cheer for. And I'm hoping that you guys do absolutely that. Now, I want you to let me know in Facebook or in the chat or the comments, whatever you feel comfortable, however you feel comfortable sharing. And let me know what projects you come up with. I'm curious to see just how creative you guys can be. And I want to see what you guys come up with. So raise your glasses nice and high. Here's to being very creative and exploring new things and just, you know, trying something new. So here's to that, guys. Raise them nice and high. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Raise your glasses nice and high and give yourself a little swivel. Awesome. Okay, guys, absolutely amazing. All right, I think you guys are ready for some snacks, shall we? Let's go grab some snacks really quick. I think we're gonna head out to the food truck, guys. We've got the food truck back. Had a little bit of a repair going on, but she's all better now, and she's got all her snacks out there. So you've got your cookies, your donuts, your muffins, everything is on the truck. So go ahead and put your orders in. It's totally free. And it'll get delivered to you. So go ahead and put that in, guys, all right? And of course, we've got, you know, our dog and cat with us here. And they're gonna go around and give out some cookies and muffins for you guys. So I hope you're in a little bit of a mood for a snack. Okay, awesome. Okay, Renee, thanks for joining. And Mariana, good morning to you. And Melissa Hutchins, she wants her eggs and bacon. Yes. That sounds actually really good. Eggs and bacon. Could probably use some of that. Okay, so we've got our snacks, we've got our drinks. I think we're ready to start, don't you? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I think what I'm going to do first is we're going to talk about the fabric haul. Let's get that going. So I told you guys about a sale that was going on with connecting threads. I'm going to go back to my little promo deal that they had told us about, and this was a yardage sale. So they had $5, $7, and $9 of yardage sale, and that sale moved super fast. So if you kind of snoozed, you losed on that one, because the fabrics were flying, and they really had a ton of fabrics to really kind of see all of that stuff. Like it was just like it was there, then you refreshed, it was gone, and it was just like, oh my gosh, they kept throwing more fabric in and more fabric in. It was crazy. Now there's a link into connecting threads in the video description, and Mr. H, if he can post it in the chat for us. Oh, you did. Okay, great. Okay, so yeah, this is a fantastic place. Let's jump over to the laptop so I can show you their website really quick, because they've got other sales going on. Let's see if we can bring this up here. So here's their website, and for this week they are having a sale, and their sales is on 25% off the wide back. So these are like your 108s, right? And they have a couple things going on, but that's their big sale for from now until the 8th of March. So that's going on there. But they have, I mean, the most fantastic quality fabrics. And you can see here, they've got the Winnie the Pooh going on. They've got so many different fabrics. And I was a little nervous about picking some of their fabrics because you just never know about the quality, right? We're always like to kind of touch our fabrics. Well, I can tell you, I've ordered from this place, and the, yeah, I kind of put a little order in.
No, wait. You telling me you ordered more?
I just ordered just a little bit more.
No.
Just a tad.
No, that's it.
Oh, Mr. H is not liking me because I keep ordering fabric. No, we have to order just a couple more just for some quilts that I want to make, and I just don't have the exact color that I need. So, yeah, we did that. So, I can tell you that I did order some of this fabric, and the quality was very, very good. And I thought it was outstanding. So I just want to share that with you, because when, you know, I like something and I think that the quality is really there, I just want to tell you guys about it. But they have all kinds of deals going on all the time. So here's this one-day super sale, right? They've got deals up to 60% off. They do have notions and other things too. Quilt kits. They have some beautiful digital downloads if you're looking for just a pattern. And, you know, I think they do a pretty good job putting this together. And I really like their site. So if you're looking for another place to kind of go ahead and get your fabrics and designs and all kinds of things, this is pretty much a fantastic place. So I wanted to let you know about that. Of course, they do give you the catalog as well. And the catalog gives you a little bit of that heads up, and it really shares a lot of some of the beautiful things that are coming up in their particular site. And they've got another one that's going to be coming out pretty soon. This one is the winter 2026 one. So I think that the spring version will be coming out relatively soon. So looking forward to receiving that one and seeing what they're going to do for spring. Okay, so let's get to it, because I've got tons of fabric here to show you guys. And I'm going to kind of drag this little box. Now, it's a little bit heavy here. I have to tell you that, because this was what I purchased during that 579 fabric sale that they had going on. And I was looking for a couple of different things that I know I'm going to be doing. So this is how it kind of came, and they're all pretty much 1 yard cuts. I don't think I got anything more than a yard. Maybe I got 2 yards on some, I'm not sure. But it does kind of list everything that I got. So I think it was a total of Let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 17 different fabrics on here. Yeah. And so they put it in this nice bag to keep it protected, which is great. So I'm gonna lift this bag. Yeah, pretty heavy, guys. And we're gonna stick this box down here. All right, and I've got some of the names on here so I can let you know which ones they are. Let me see. This is a lot of fabric, but again, this entire bag of fabric was under, well, it was about $90. $90, guys. I mean, that's a lot of fabric. And
Wait, how much?
don't worry about it, Mr. H. He's doing the graphics. Don't, you know, trying to get him some earmuffs so he doesn't hear what I'm saying sometimes, you know? Just keep doing the graphics over there. You're fine. Don't worry. This is a fantastic deal, I can tell you. If you're going to get this much fabric, you know, you definitely would be spending a lot more than that. Oh, Kathleen says, I like connecting threads. Yeah, I never had a problem with any of their fabrics. I like their threads. Yes, I haven't tried out their threads just yet. But yeah, Mr. H, just nod your head and say the fabric is beautiful and you're sure it was a great deal. That's right.
That's a conspiracy.
See, they're telling you exactly what you need to do. He's doing the graphics. But this was a fantastic deal, guys. This, I think the total was like $90 in change. And you know what, I mean, this is great. This is really, really great. I mean, $5 a yard, you don't find that very often on quality fabric, okay? You may find it on some iffy fabrics here and there on those sites, but quality fabric at $5 a yard, yeah, These were very, very nice. So I'll just go through them so you guys can see. And bear in mind, I'm also, and let me grab that. I've got my fabric, my project bag here. And it looks like she's kind of full, but she's holding, and I'll see if I got the right one. Yep, this is the right one. She is holding all of my Farmyard Friends fabric. And remember, I am not using the Lori Holt fabric. So I am trying to really use this book as my guide. And I will kind of hold her here. All right, so I'm using this book as my guide, and on the back, it's got little pictures and prints of the fabric. Now this, I think, is using the Farmer's Daughter fabric, but the bundle, I think it was like over $300 or something like that. I can't recall what it was exactly, but it was something that was pretty pricey, and I just didn't want to pay that. And I know I have a lot of fabric here, but some of this stuff is very particular as to how I want some of this stuff to come out. And it's not all that much that you need. So a lot of these blocks, you just need a fat quarter of it. Okay, so when they had that sale, it was like, oh, this is fantastic because I can pick up a yard. I don't have to do just a fat quarter. I can do a whole yard of that particular design that I want. So I went ahead and I started looking at what I have. I have already matched up some of the colors on here. Like I've got my background and my border. This is going to be like a little rustic color, and these are all the replacement ones that I am doing. So I've got that here. For this one particularly, you needed about 3 yards, so I have that in place. I also have one that's called Milk Can, and this is part of the blocks. So I've got that one. This is my replacement for that. And it's kind of hard because they're so small for you guys to see. Let me put it on the desk cam, and I'll put it really close. So you see here, you've got Rustic and you've got Milk Can. Okay, those are the two colors. And so as I go around, I'll show you what the milk can looks like. This is my replacement fabric, and it's very similar. Not going to be exact, but very similar to the actual picture. So as long as I can get it close enough, that might work, right? So that's what I'm going to do here. And so I'm using my project bag to kind of place everything here. As I find the replacement, I label them and I say which fabric it is replacing. And I have it stored away here. And so I'm just slowly building up this so that I can go ahead and, you know, start doing it. But between this fabric haul that came in and I've got one more that's coming in, I think I'll have everything completed to start this pattern. And so here's another one here that I have checked off that's very similar to what I have in the fabrics requirements. And then I just kind of store everything in my little bag, and as I have everything that I need, once I've got everything and I'm ready to go, I'll go ahead and get started with it. So I just keep it all stored here so that I know that these fabrics are dedicated to this particular pattern. That way I don't use it up, because that did happen to me one time. Before I had my project bags, I had some white on white background fabric, and I had it set for a project, but I just had it kind of bundled together. And I was doing another project alongside that, and I accidentally used some of that background fabric for my other project. And then when I went back to continue the first project, I kind of ran out of that background fabric. And of course, can't find it anywhere now. Now it is kind of a white on white fabric, so yeah, I could just use any other one, but I know it's going to look a little bit different. And so, you know, I'm trying to avoid that. So these project bags, guys, very handy to have when you're setting aside and you've got lots of fabric for one particular pattern. It's good to have the project bags with you so that you can kind of set them to the side and know that that is for that particular project, and not mix and match your fabrics, especially if you're not sure if you're going to have enough of it. So yeah, so Farmyard, friends, is going to be a fun project to do. I think I'll be able to wrap up all my fabrics and get some cutting done. And then we can go ahead and get started, and we're just going to go through the book and go through all of the quilt blocks and then put all of this together. But I am so excited to be able to do some of these animals. I mean, look at this cow, guys. I mean, really, can we show them the cow? I mean, the cow is just so adorable. So I think this is going to be a fantastic quilt. It's going to be so much fun.
We have a special viewer.
Oh, we do, Lillian. So this is my cousin Lillian. Say hello, guys, to Lillian Mercado. She is here joining us. Good morning. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for joining, Lillian. So we have a great time doing this. And I think this is going to be a great quilt. Now, this may be a little bit in the advanced beginner area, but that's okay. We're just going to take it slow and go step by step, and we're going to use the paper piecing box that came with it to do some of these. So that's going to help us along and get some of that accuracy in as well. Yeah, Lillian's in the house. Yay. We've got all kinds of crafters in our family, guys. Okay, so let's get started on showing you some of these fabrics, because I'm really excited about them. Now, first off the bat, when I saw it, I kind of looked at it and said, wow, that looks a little dull. And what they did, and what I've never seen in another company do this, they actually, when they folded the fabrics, they folded it right side in. So I'm seeing the back side of the fabric. Isn't that funny? And I love that because it's kind of protecting it from getting dirty or anything like that. Crafty Lady's asking, where did I get the project bag? Temu. Yeah, guys, Temu. I actually got that on Temu, and it's actually pretty good quality. It's really a nice bag. A lot of people have asked me about that bag, and it's, yeah, I've got a lot of them. I bought a whole bunch of them, and the price fluctuates on those up and down. So wait until it gets a little bit low, then go in and snag it. But yeah, they're pretty good bags, nice quality. And I love all the different slots that it has to put all kinds of things in. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think I really love that they did that. And at first I saw it and I thought, oh my gosh, it looks a little dull. But when you turn it, and I'll try to get a piece that's open here, you can get the quality here. Wow, I can't even, there we go. Look at that, guys. Look at the colors on that. Isn't that just amazing? I love those colors. So this one is called Gertrude's Garden. L-I, per Simon. I'm not sure what that means, but I think it's just Gertrude's Garden. This is the name. And yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I think this is just a nice addition. So I did get a yard of this for $5. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Now, each of one of their fabrics, not only do they fold it inside out so it doesn't get dirty, but they also label each and every one of them. So they've got the labels on there. You know exactly what this fabric was called. And I love that, because if you are making a quilt and you run out of fabric or you make a mistake and you need to go out and buy more, you've got the label of the fabric that you use. So my plan is to kind of take these labels and put them on the back of your little project here, or just, you know, make a page or something so you know exactly what fabrics you used when you made the quilt. And, you know, what a great way to keep track of that, right? It's like they're tracking it for you. So that's really amazing. I love that. So very, very happy with that. So let's go on and do the second one. So the second one here, this one is called Snowflake Drift Carnation. So let me open this one here. I think this is another beautiful fabric right here. Open that one up here. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the colors on that one as well. And as I'm looking at my Farmyard Friends fabric requirement book, you know, I'm matching up colors on here that I'm going to need. And a lot of these colors really match up perfectly. So I think it's going to be really, really nice. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have? Try to go through these quickly. Let's see. So this one is called Ada Ditzy Ivory. And that is this one right here. So, so pretty. Love that ivory. I think that one's just really, really gorgeous. Yeah, you ordered from this sale? Yes. And when you got yours, yeah, you thought it was strange that it was folded right size together. Yes, very pleased. Yeah, I had never seen anyone fold them right size together, but when you think about it, they're shipping it out to you. So this kind of protects the fabric, you know, because it's the back side. If it gets dirty or something happens to the box and it, you know how, you know, in the mail, things just happen, right? The boxes kind of come in all mangled sometimes. And this will absolutely protect it. And on top of that, they put it in the little baggie. So it made it, you know, make sure that the fabric stays nice and clean. So yeah, I love that. Yeah, connecting threads, very good quality fabric. Yes, agree, definitely. Yeah, really, really excited about this fabrics that I got from them. Okay, the next one here, it's called Fanfare Dark Harbor. And I will open this one up so you guys can see it. I think this one is a beautiful blue. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Very, very nice blue. I love that one. You know, just think of the, you know, 4th of July. You've got that really nice solid blue that you're looking for. This would be absolutely beautiful, right? I really love how the colors stand out on this one. Nice, nice solid color there. Okay, let's see if I can grab another here. And let's see, we've got Nope, did I? Going the wrong way. There we go. Trying to keep them in order for myself. Okay, this one is called Bubbles. So let's open this one up. Okay, here is Bubbles. This one's got a nice little purple to it. Very, very cute. And guys, all of this is still available online. It's just that sale is gone, but they've got sales all the time. So, you know, very, very nice. Okay, so I'm going to go a little quicker here because I see we're already halfway done and I want to kind of get to EQ8. So let's kind of do these here. This one's called Falling Ginkgo. We'll do that. Look at this color, guys. Oh my gosh. Very, very nice. Nice and bright. Beautiful. Okay. And let's see here. My goodness. There we go. Trying to keep it folded. Mr. Aisha's rushing me. He doesn't like looking at this fabric. It makes him nervous. But trust me, it was a good deal. Mm-hmm. Okay, this one's called Lenny Carnation. Another gorgeous fabric here. Very, very nice. Love that. Okay. Yeah, this is fun, Cindy. This is a lot of fun. I am so, so happy with this fabric. And so now I'm just going to organize it and see which ones I'm going to use for this particular design. Okay, this one is really fun. This one's called Floral Paisley Tomato. Now this one, along with some other ones, they had them in different colors, right? These were just the colors that I picked, but this one, oh my goodness, I loved this one. And they had all kinds of different colors on this one too. Very, very nice. I really loved this one. Okay, and then just a few more here. We've got Ditzy Diamond, and this is Light Honeysuckle. So let's see, that's this one. I can get that open. See if I can get you closer. Yeah, very pretty. This one kind of screams baby to me, right? Like so something for like a baby quilt or something. Very, very pretty. Light design. Love that. Okay. Then we've got Ditzy Diamond. This one's Carnation. See if I can open her up right here. Very pretty. Love this one as well. And a few more to go, guys. Told you it was a big haul. We've got Star Vine. This is a dark cream colored one. And I thought this would be perfect for the Barnyard friends because of the color. And I think this is going to work well with one of the animals on there. So very nice. And let's see here. We've got, this one's called Ada Ditzy, and this one's Harbor. Very pretty, pretty blue. Oh gosh, I could see so many bags with this one. Discount, there we go. Look at that. Very, very nice. Okay. And this one's probably one of my favorites here. This one's Climbing Leaves. It's Light Tomato. I really like this one a lot. And you can see the colors on this one. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I can think of so many different things I can make with that. Yeah, you love all the fabrics too, Sherry? I do too. You know, they're just gorgeous. I really, really like them. Things that make you happy, right? Okay, only 3 more to go. We've got leafy tulips. This is apricot. I wasn't too sure about this color, but I wanted to try something a little bit different. This is something I don't really have in my collection so much. So I wanted to go ahead and give that one a try. Not too bad. Okay, we've got, oh, sorry, it's 1, 2, 3 more. 3 more now. Okay, this one's called Ditzy Diamond Mint. So this one is just another color of a version that you saw, but oh my gosh, the color is just beautiful. This one's mint. Look at how pretty that is. Gorgeous. And now, last one, or next to last, sorry, we've got Bubbles Lemon. I thought that one was very, very pretty. Desk cam, there we go. Very, very pretty. And the last one that I have to show you guys is this one here. It's called Snowflake Drift Aloe. Another very, very pretty color as well. So very, very nice colors. I really loved all of the fabrics. And I loved, you know, that I got it at a really good deal. So they have those sales. I'm not sure exactly how often, but they are pretty well known and they go pretty fast. So go ahead and just be on the lookout if you missed it, because you're not going to want to miss the next one on that. Okay, let's talk EQ8, shall we? Yeah, you love seeing the fabrics, especially since it's harder to find fabrics. Exactly. Yeah, thanks you for showing the fabric haul. No problem, Lisa. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. Yes, lots and lots of fun. And nowadays, you know, we don't have Joann's anymore, so you got to kind of try to see where not only can you get pretty fabric, but quality fabric. And this place really nailed it on the head there. Alrighty, yes, I'm glad you guys are happy to see all of that. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we have only got some time here, and I did want to show you something really quick on EQ8. So let's go ahead and jump into the laptop here. I'm going to jump into EQ8, and I'm going to explore a different area of EQ8 and just kind of show you a little bit about what this program can do. The website for the fabrics, so the website for the fabrics called connectingthreads.com, and this is what it looks like. Okay, and the link again, Mr. H has it in the description as well, and I think he put it in the chat as well too. But yeah, all kinds of things that you can get there. They've got notions, patterns, thread, and fabric. I haven't tried out their threads, but yeah, I've heard good things about them. So very, very nice. Okay, so guys, let's go over to EQ8. And in EQ8, we have already covered about how to start a quilt from scratch. So we've kind of leaned into this. I want to explore a little bit more about drawing blocks and how you can design your own block from scratch. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now remember, EQ8 has 3 different work tables. So you see when to log into EQ8 and you open it up, you're going to have 3 different work tables. You've got your quilt work table, your block work table, and your image work table. We have already worked with the quilt work table. We're going to work with the block work table today. So let's dive in and design a block from scratch here. So let's go ahead and click on that. It's going to bring you to a grid, and it just looks like any kind of other graph paper that you would have. Just think of it, you know, in the good old days when you were in school and you had that, those classes that you had to get that graph paper for. Well, you know, in the quilting world, graph paper can just mean so many different designs that you can make, right? Think of that graph paper just being put electronically in here. You don't need a pencil. All you need to do is a little mouse or use your fingers to kind of guide it and just create something new. So something really easy that you can do with that. Now there's different types of blocks that you can create. You've got pieced, you've got applique, you've got pieced and applique, and you've even got some serendipity. So lots of different designs that you can do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stick with just the first one. We're going to do pieced, and then you see the different styles that are available. You can do easy draw, you can do poly draw, or you can just open the library and select a block from your library. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do easy draw. So we'll click on that. When you do that, you've got other options that pop up. You've got your pick, you've got edit, you've got line, arc, and grid. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to start off by just picking the line selection, right? When you do that and you have something here, when you scroll your mouse over to the grid, you're going to see that your mouse has now turned into this magical little pencil, and you can do all kinds of things with the pencil. Now, on the grid itself here, first you want to set yourself up before you start drawing willy-nilly into anything, right? So a couple things to note. In EQ8, your blocks will automatically default to a 6-inch block. And you can see that down here on the bottom, it is telling you block is 6 by 6 inches, okay? It's telling that you kind of where you are under easy draw block. Okay, so it has all that information down here. And then over here on the top, it's got a bit of information for you to know about. Okay, it's giving you, you've got your block width and your block height, and you can feel free to change this at any time. Right now it's set to 6. Then you've got your snaps. You've got something that's called snaps horizontal, snaps vertical. And you've got some numbers here. And then you've got graph paper cells. And then you've got horizontal, vertical, and then you've got some snapping options with some cute little pictures on here. And you're thinking, what the heck is all of that, right? What am I going to do with all of these buttons? It's really, really simple. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on the graph paper cells, okay? And I want you to focus your eyes on the cells itself here. So look at the graph paper right now. You can see here, we've got this little grid kind of looking thing here, right? And you can see that it's about every inch apart. You've got some grid lines there. Those are things that you can change, okay? That's like the grid. And then you have things that are called graph paper cells. And I will go ahead and click on graph paper cells, and you can see that my lines have now disappeared. Okay, so we're looking specifically at graph paper cells. Now, these cells are not part of the drawing, and that's something that people get a little bit confused with. You've got your graph paper cells, which are these little cells, individual dots going all the way around, and then you have your actual grid. The difference between these two things is that these graph paper cells are not going to be part of your block, but the grid will be part of your block. So that's one of the main things that you have to know about EQ8 when you are starting to design your block and getting into the software. Okay, one thing you want to look here is you want to look at the size of your block. And like I said, it defaults to about a 6-inch block. And then you want to look at your snaps. Now, what is the big deal about the snaps? Well, the snaps is going to, you want to make sure that your snaps are kept at multiples of your block size. And that sounds a little weird, I know. But think of it this way. You've got a block that's 6 inches, and you have to decide how you want these little snaps or little dots, if you want to call them. You have to decide how wide or narrow you want those dots to be from each other. Do you want these to be within an inch of each other, so a little bit wider, so you'll have less dots on here? Or do you want them to be a little bit closer together? So what you can do, you can set these into multiples. So this is a 6-inch block. I can change by just double clicking on here. I can change, instead of 24, I'm going to change it to a 12, and I want you to see what happens here on the grid. As I do that and I hit enter, you see how everything has changed and spaced itself apart. And then of course for the vertical, I want to change that to a 12. Well, now my dots are about a 1/2 inch away from each other. So you see here, this is a 3-inch mark. Here's the 3.5 inch, 4. So they are a 1/2 inch away from each other. Okay. Now you have to decide how narrow or wide you want your snaps to be. Now, as we kind of continue to go through this, it'll start to kind of make sense a little bit. But for right now, you just need to know that these dots can be moved. You can make them as narrow or as wide as you want them to be from each other. Now, because this is a 6-inch block, I'm going to go ahead and leave it to 24 inches because I want all of my dots to be about a 1/4 inch away from each other. And that's because a 1/4 inch is pretty much the standard size in quilting, right? So any movement that I make within that block, I want it to be a 1/4 inch away. So think about it when you are sewing things, most of the stuff are on a 1/4 inch. Now you can change that like I just showed you, but that's something that maybe you want to keep that in mind because you don't want your spacing or your sewing line to be wider than it needs to be, right? So this is what that piece is doing. But once you have that all set up, you can see here, you can change this around and you can go back and change it anytime you want. So maybe the block's not looking too good and you want to go back and change it. You can do that right here, okay? That's what that will do for you. Okay, so let's kind of skip on over here. I want to look at the snapping options. So there's 3 different snapping options that you have. The first one here is snap to grid. So this will just snap to your grid points. It's going to allow you to draw from one little dot to another little dot and it'll snap it into place. Okay. The second one here is going to say snap to nodes. So as you draw things, you're creating little nodes and you can snap to specific little nodes in here. And that's these 2 options right here. You kind of want to have them turned on all the time because you do a lot of that. The third option here is snapping to lines. And this is where you're just connecting from one line to another. And you want to make sure that if you're using the easy draw, which is that option that we selected earlier, right? You want to make sure that all of your lines are connected with each other or to the edges of the block. Okay, so what I mean by that is when you're looking at your grid, you got to make sure that lines are connected to lines or they are connected to the edge here on one of these edge grid dots, right? That's what it is kind of like the #1 rule for using easy draw block. So let's go ahead and draw something so you guys can get a little bit of a look and feel of how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and I've already selected line. And I'm going to go ahead and bring my pencil over and go on to the 3-inch mark. And I'm going to click on it and then I'm going to drag my line over to the other 3-inch. So I've got a line that's going from one edge to the other edge. Okay, that's a line that you can draw. And then I'm just going to go ahead and continue that. And I'm going to bring it down here. And then I'm going to just do another line here. And I'm going to meet it right about there. And then draw one more. Guess what, guys? You just drew your first block, right? Square in a square, right? Very, very Simple, well-known block. Everyone's seen this one before. It's a square and a square. Look how easy it was to create that. Okay, very, very easy to do. Didn't even take more than a minute, right? Just click in a couple of lines and you got yourself a block. But let's go ahead and add a little bit of color to it, right? So the way you can do that, as you're starting to design things, you can go up to the top under color. You can click on color and you can color with fabrics, or you can color with just plain colors, right? And so you can see all, if you click on colors, right now I've got it clicked on fabric, so you've got different designs on here. And remember, you can import your fabric so you know what your inventory of your collection is, right? Can definitely do that. I would have to really take a whole day just to do that, inventory all of my fabric. And I think that would be so amazing to do. I would love that. Have everything that I have in here so I know exactly what I have and what I can use to create something, right? So that's really amazing. Then you can go over to colors. And if we flip over to colors, you'll see a very large selection here. And guys, we only have 2 rows here, but if you click on the little arrow at the top, it'll bring it up and you can see more. And of course, you've got the option down here on the bottom. If you want to see them a little bit bigger, you can. If I want to see more of it in a square, I can move it all the way to the smallest setting so I can see all my colors. And just use the little slider here, you know, and you can see all the colors of the rainbows going across, okay? So you've got pretty much any color here. So let's pick a color here. Let's see, I'm in the mood for this pink. I'm really liking the pink. So as you click it, you can see it here on the top, and it'll basically show you the color, and then you can just go ahead and start painting your quilt block. So as you can see, when I scrolled over to this area, now I've got a little paintbrush, right? So all I need to do is kind of just click on it, and I can go ahead and get the colors. So there's a color right there. Let's see if we can grab, let's try to grab a little bit of yellow. We've got some yellow here. Let's do a little bit of a muted yellow. And let's see what that looks like. There you go. She's looking really, really good. And so there's a block that I can do. I can draw it and see, maybe I don't like this color. Maybe I want to change it up. I can easily do that by just picking another color, seeing what it looks like. Maybe I want to just, you know, let's see, what color can we pick? Let's pick a little bit of a green color here instead of the yellow, right? I can do that. Change it up like that, right? All kinds of different things that you can do, but you can go ahead and change your colors here, right? And just make it a little bit different every single time. So go ahead, change the colors, play around with it, see which ones you think are the best for your particular block. This is, yeah, it is pretty wild, right, Cindy? It's really, really amazing what you can do with this program. You can actually see what everything's going to look like without even cutting a piece of fabric or, you know, stitching anything. And it really allows you to really create and really get what's in your head down into the software. And it's so easy to do. It helps you to really bring out your creations. So on here, we've got this little block here. And we can very easily just go ahead and save this, right? So we're going to go ahead and click the little notebook here. It's going to say add to your project sketchbook. And so I can go ahead and add it on here. Now, you'll get this message if you have not saved already. So it's just going to tell you, hey, the work table design is now added to your project sketchbook, but the file needs to be saved to the computer. So click on OK and then give your project a name to save it before continuing. And that's totally fine. So just go ahead and hit OK and then go ahead and give it a name. So I'm just going to call it test block. You can call it anything that you want. If it's for a particular quilt project that you're working on, just go ahead and label it. And then you go ahead and you just hit save. Okay. Once you do that, it's now saved for you and you'll be able to get it any time you want. If you click on the little goggles here, you see the little eyeglasses here with the book? That's for you to view your project sketchbook. You can go ahead and click on that, and you can see here is the block that we just created. Now, real kicker to this as well is that you can add some notes on this. So maybe this particular block I want to do for, I don't know, a person that I'm working on their quilt for, or I want to add some little things. Oh, this is a particular type of fabric that I purchased from Connecting Threads. Maybe some notes that I want to remember about this particular block. You've got this note card here, and you can type anything that you want in the note card. Let me scoot it over so you guys can see it a little. Oh, okay. So you've got this note card section here, and you can write anything that you want on that note card section. So I can come in here and I can just type something in and just say, I don't know, let's see, I just hit edit. Oops, I'm sorry. Hit the wrong button. Let me go back. View, block. Oh, darn. Here we go. View, here we go. Edit note card. I hit the wrong edit button. So this is edit to edit the block. This is edit to edit the note card. And so I come here and you're going to see this pop-up block. It's going to have a name, reference, library, notes. You can just add anything you want. I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter here. And I'm just going to type in anything on here. So maybe I want to call this block for baby, you know, whatever it is that you want to call it. You can add the name, you can add a reference, you can add whatever notes you want here. I can put fabric from Connecting Threads. And so you can keep notes on this particular block so you don't forget things, and it will save this here for you. All you have to do now is just click the little X button, and everything that you typed will be in the note card right down here. Isn't that cool? Keep notes for me because I don't want to forget about this block, what kind of fabric I use, or who I made this block for, or whatever notes that I want to make on this. Maybe this one's a block in progress and I can put my ideas down in there. You can write anything that you want. You got a nice little section there, and you can edit this at any time just by hitting edit note card, and that'll make notes for you on that particular block. And you can see some of the other blocks that I have made. Very, very, very easy to do. So you can go ahead and play with this, and then you can just close out of this. You can go right back to your workboard, and you can do all kinds of other things with this. So I'm just encouraging you guys to really go out there and play around with this. You know, go ahead and color it, use different fabrics. If you want to use fabrics, you can see what the fabrics look like, and you can see how this just totally changes the look and design for it. Remember that you're able to kind of see what kind of fabrics they are. You can label them. You can do all kinds of things importing your fabrics, and you can do all kinds of different color palettes as well. So you've got a wide range of colors and fabrics that you can pick from, and you can make very simple blocks. Again, this is just one of many that you can create on here. You can do a 4-patch, an 8-patch. Very, very easy to do. I've seen all kinds of other things that you can do with the arc as well. So go ahead and play with all of the options on here until you've come up with the block that you want to work on. And so that's what I wanted to kind of show you real quick. It's not just about designing quilts. You can design blocks to then use to make the quilt. And there's so much more that can be done with this program. So feel free to explore with this program because it's absolutely an awesome, awesome tool for you to plan out your quilts and really customize it for your own. Okay, guys, we're running out of time already. This just kind of flew by really, really quickly. Thank you guys for kind of sitting in with me this morning. I really appreciate all of your support, and I think you guys do a fantastic job and have a great time with me. So thank you again for tuning in, and have a fantastic day, and I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye, everyone.
So long for now, so long. Glad you stayed a while. Hope you liked my crafting style. Hope I left you with a smile. By now, keep your mind and space clutter-free. Hope your day is bright as can be. So long, my friends, till we craft once again. Bye now, stay crafting. See you tomorrow. So long, my friends, till we craft once again.